Hello, Wellesley High School. Today we're going to talk about the difference between a physical change and a chemical change. If you look at these pictures, under the category physical change, I've put a picture of freezing, going from a liquid to a solid. Physical changes are when you just change the state of matter, so you change the spacing between the particles. You don't actually change the connections within the molecules. Notice on the left we have an open circle bound to a closed circle. The same thing on the right for freezing. If you look at chemical change, in the reactants on the left side, we have an open circle and two closed circles. And then in the product side, we have two closed circles bound together and an open circle free. Okay, this is a chemical change because the connections between the molecules are changing. You're making new substances. In the physical change, you have the same substance the whole time. It's that molecule made out of an open circle bound to a closed circle. In the chemical change, you have new particles, you have new molecules that have different identities and different properties than the reactants. Some indicators of a chemical change include giving off light, changing in temperature, color, or odor. Okay, notice it says change in temperature. Remember that some reactions will absorb heat, causing the surroundings to get colder, and some will give off heat, causing the surroundings to get warmer. Another favorite of mine for an indicator of a chemical change is to form a precipitate or bubbles. Precipitate is when a solid forms from two dissolved substances, and bubbles are just fun. Just remember that these tend to be indicators of a chemical change. Sometimes physical changes include these. Like if you boil water, you will see bubbles. That doesn't mean it's a chemical change. This is just an indicator that could potentially give you a hint that a chemical change is occurring.